Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't believe there's a commercial in front of my video. Okay, there we go. All right. There's that. Bring that down. Good morning. Good morning. There we go. So there's that. Let me do that. All righty then. Okay, let's move that there. Okay, so this thing says it is live. So shout out to everyone that's here. Let me check my volume one more time. Oh, let me come down a little bit. All right, we'll do it right there. All right. All right, so shout out to everyone that's here. Hit that like button as you come in, folks. I appreciate you coming here. Early morning podcast, a Let's Talk podcast. I was going to do a porch light podcast, but decided against it. So what's happening, everybody? What's happening? What's going on, Mega Davo? Let's see here. Let's see. Is that Vedger? How you doing? Yeah, how's everybody doing? And yeah, shout out to the people here watching live, the people who will be watching later on. Let's see here. Shout out to everybody all around the world, So all the people over in Thailand and Japan and China and Tibet, my goodness gracious, Pakistan, Russia, China, as Trump would say, here in North America, South America. Shout out to all the people, and a couple people in Cuba are listening. Shout out to them. So shout out to everybody around the world. You know, the motherland, of course. Shout out to Wakanda. And so, yeah, peace and love to everyone. Peace and love. As it is Friday, it is 8 a.m. here on the East Coast, and we're going to go ahead and get it going. J-Dub City. Oh, man, you were up early, J-Dub City. What's happening, J-Dub? Let me know if you're available, J-Dub. Before Google Hangouts ends, want to bring you on since I see that you are a permanent member on the is it Beast Crossfire or Beast? Which one is it? The one with Crap Gamer and Mooch. I see that apparently So Shady is done. He's left the podcast allegedly. So if that's true, everybody give a big shout out to J-Dub City. He's representing the Xbox Nation now. So he's getting contract signed. He's out there killing trees and going to run out of paper soon. So yeah, but shout out to J-Dub City. But all right, we'll go ahead and get it started. Yeah, I've got my main topic there, but wanted to give you some Comic-Con news. Big news that came out yesterday was Top Gun getting the sequel is coming up. He's officially converted every major X-bot into a pony. Okay. Oh man, yeah, that comment section. From where you were on there day before yesterday, that was the comment section is hilarious. What's going on, Ice Queen? How you doing? Sweden is called SJW Eden from now on and beyond. Why is it called SJW Eden? So you do know the Garden of Eden was in that was in Africa. The Garden of Eden is in Africa. So it's in the Orb Zoo. What's up, O-Dog? So yeah, J-Dub City is over there converting people. I don't know. Have you been able to convert Mooch? What's up, Jemiah Dixon? How you doing? Have you been able to convert Mooch over there? I don't know. So, but yeah. So shout out to J-Dub City over there doing the Lord's work. So But shout out to you, Jemiah Dixon. I mean, my goodness gracious, yo, you all are up early. Shout out to J-Dub and Jemiah Dixon. So shout out to everybody here. All right, well, let's go ahead and get it going. So, all right, everybody wants to know about the Avengers video game. Now, for all you all who don't know this, there is video of it. It's going to make its rounds today of it. I'm not going to show the video because they are looking at the Intel guy. Yeah, that's exactly what I am, the Intel guy. Yeah. Well, I do have some intel on the Avengers game. There is video that has been taken, and Jemai said he's up late. That's right. And you work third shift or second shift. So Dawn loves The Sims. She's playing The Sims, and she just built a 5 and 6 bedroom house. Wow. Is that just one house, or did you build 2 houses on The Sims? Tell you, I'm going to make my Sim, and this is going to come over to your Sim's house and live in the house. This is going to be there. It's going to be like a Pookie and a Ray Ray. It's going to put his feet up on the couch. J-Dub knows what I'm talking about. There's going to be a Pookie and a Ray Ray. I'm just going to put my feet up on the couch and play Madden. So anyway, the Avengers, there's video. I want to get back to it real quick. So Avengers, excuse me, if you don't know, it was a big deal. Let me go ahead and share my screen. This is from CNET. I mean, this is not video. This is just CNET. So I'm going to be Mr. Share my screen here. Make that big. Bring that over there. Okay. So apparently it's getting a mixed reaction. People still don't like the fact that the characters do not look like the movie counterparts. So now we still don't know what Tony Stark looks like because he's in his Iron Man outfit. But apparently, so the gameplay that you're going to see, it's about 7 minutes long. This is what's been leaked. It's going to get taken down eventually. So hopefully you guys can see it. But if you don't see it, it starts out with Thor looking like, as far as I'm concerned, Kratos. He's throwing Mjolnir around. You know, it's coming back to him. The AI looks pathetic. Now, this is just a demo. The AI is not even trying to shoot at Thor. I mean, it's terrible. And so it shows him doing things. He does the lightning pull down, you know, and strikes and stuff like that. It's got some cool Max Payne bullet time effects on it. You would call it that. We know when they slow things down. And but this is from CNET. Just so everybody knows, this is not a fanboy website. I use this website. This is a site that I really use to help me shop for my computer stuff. Everybody wants to know where I go to get my information. This site here is actually a pretty good site. But as you all know, Comic-Con, this was done at Hall H. So roughly 7 minutes. It says about 20 minutes of gameplay footage was shown, but about 7 minutes is leaked online. So what you're going to see, again, it is God of War style, the way Thor moves. Now, the way the characters are written, let me make this clear. They're written like the movie part, their movie counterparts. Their sayings, the way they're interacting, Stark's little quibs, Thor kind of being a little bit arrogant, but he's funny. Kind of the way Taika Waititi wrote him and Thor Ragnarok. So if you like Thor Ragnarok and the way he was acting in Thor Ragnarok and in Endgame, this is the way Thor was acting. That's the Thor that you're going to get from now on. That's been translated over. So but it looks like they're going after the Taskmaster. That looks like his men. We'll have to wait and see if he's the big bad in the movie. The big tease, which you do not see on the video, is they really tease Kamala Khan. Okay, so I'm thinking the next character, because they did reiterate, they being Square, they did reiterate that they're gonna be adding characters for free. Now I don't know if you're gonna have a character on PC, on PlayStation, and on Xbox. I don't know, but Kamala Khan, aka Miss Marvel, okay, not Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel was teased. So I'm thinking she will be the next big character. So, but but yeah, I think we're going to see more footage at Comic-Con myself. Maybe more will come out. But yeah, it showed Bruce Banner doing the typical. He turns into Hulk, and he smashes everything, just like the Hulk does, throwing people around. That's still legit. That looked pretty fun to do. So I'm excited about just throwing things around like that. Captain America was shown throwing his shield. This is coming from the people who were actually there. Captain America actually does his scissor kick. Looks just like he does in the movie. Throws his shield around like he does in the movie. The shield does not behave on the typical law. What did Peter Parker say? Doesn't use the law of physics. Doesn't apply to that shield. For all you all who don't understand why Captain America's shield does not obey the laws of physics, it's because it's vibranium. Okay, and so it does things that physically not based on the periodic table, because remember, vibranium was not on the periodical table at all. So they don't know how it really works. So it is what it is. But yeah, so that's what it says here. Cap section is a scene shows a young woman who looks like Kamala Khan as she is accidentally knocked into a vent that has green gas emanating from it. Maybe it's a tease for Miss Marvel. Again, I think it's a major tease for Miss Marvel. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see how that works. Well, thank you, Vader. Actor appearances is all IP. Well, no, you're right, and people are not reacting well to the way that actors and actresses look, respectively. So you're getting Madden 20 in 2 weeks. So am I. I will be there. I'm going to put 5 on Madden today. This is what I'm out running around. I got to go and get some money to wash my dirty drawers, and while I'm out, I'm going to go to GameStop and reserve it. So, but that pretty much is the leak out of Comic-Con. It wasn't it showed a little bit of everything. Again, the people are not reacting well to to the characters because they want them to be like the characters that were on the screen. You are going to be able to make different characters. So Iron Man should have different Iron Man suits. Of course, Hulk won't never change his suit. Black Widow is always in black. I've not seen her. The only time I've seen her wear different clothes is in Iron Man 2. But that is what it is, guys. And then your Captain America has had several outfits. So since he's had several outfits, they should be available in the game. Again, they reiterated no microtransactions. We'll have to wait and see how that holds up. But this is Disney. Again, Disney has struck deals with Sony through Insomniac and Square Enix for this game. So again, I like the Avengers. It's big for me. I get it. You may not be as much into the comics as I am and the movies. Much respect for that. Oh yes, $20 SEK actor appearances is all okay. Oh, I read that. All right, shout out to you for doing that. Send that link if you want company. Oh, okay. Oh, if you're still up, all right. Let's see if I can do it, because my Twitter is all jacked up there. I have no idea how to make it go back to being the way it was. I keep on logging out, logging back in, so I have to use my tablet. So let's do that. Go to here. Go to messaging. And there. All right. So hopefully you got it. Because literally, yellow window. Yeah. All right. Now, Vigor, you haven't said why Sweden, was it Sweden, is the SJW Eden? What's that even mean? The new Twitter layout is done. Well, mine, I don't know if that's, I want to go back to the old layout. I don't know how to go back to the old layout, the old desktop layout I had. It's frustrating because the tablet version is the one that's on my tablet looks like the one that should be for mobile. The one that's on my desktop looks like the one that should be for desktop. It's just stupid looking. Yeah, I don't know what happened. So, but at the end of the day, that's your Avengers thing right now. Right now, there's going to be more information coming out today. And of course, for everything Comic-Con, if you're following me on Twitter and you're not following Comic-Con directly, any major update that comes out of Comic-Con, I will be definitely following. I'm off today. That's what I'm doing today. Is I'm really going to be watching Comic-Con. So, and off and on. New comic books that are coming out, digital comic book codes that they're going to be dropping. I'll be in on all that. So, because I'm back to reading my comic book. So, but yeah, I do not like the new Twitter. I don't know why they did it, but they did it, So, yeah, Spider-Man's got a crazy Spider-Man song is better than him. Yeah, I figured that. So tell me Black Widow doesn't look like Phil Smith. No, I don't like the way Black Widow looks at all. So I just don't. I mean, that's a bad look. And it just is. I like her with shorter hair. She looks like they gave her the long hair like she had in Winter Soldier. So they gave her that hair. But I didn't like it. I like it short. I like her hair short. To me, she looks better with short hair. But yeah, all right, Jemiah. Well, it's sent out, so I don't know if you're able to get it and jump in. I'm not for sure. So, well, no, the game isn't dark. I mean, so far, I mean, it's just a demonstration. It's not the AI looks bad. I'm sure they'll tune that up a little bit. If not, I mean, they're the Avengers. You're going to have to play that game on hard. Can't play it on normal because you're just going to run through it. People have seen me playing Mass Effect. They're like, well, it looks easy. Well, that's because I've carried the characters over from, from the other games, and the weapons I have are just powerful. Okay, I got that. I bought it on Origin. Not Origin Pass, not EA. It's EA Access for consoles. We have we don't have that. We've got Origins has their own thing, and so the pack that I have that came with Mass Effect 3, it's ridiculous. Like all the weapons are just so powerful.
Well, even if you just have good aim, the game is easy no matter what settings it's on. Well, like with mouse and keyboard, I'm like a surgeon. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and I may have to. In my mouse, I didn't realize. I kept wondering what these buttons on the side were. Like there's two little buttons, and somebody was like, "Oh, that's for you to aim." And I actually I put it on mouse and keyboard yesterday and played it for like 20 minutes. That was unfair. I was just rolling. I'm like, "Oh my god, I can't wait to play this Call of Duty game on PC because it's going to be crossplay, and they're not going to separate people." So people are going to get eaten alive on those consoles. So,
I mean, people are talking about the new Avengers graphics. Like, they're not going to look like the MCU characters, first of all. Like, I've seen some people say that. Like, that's stupid. Like, why would they tie them to actors and actresses that, one, you probably need to pay them to use their likeness.
Oh, yeah,
two,
you would.
They're not going to be Captain America forever. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, you're right. I mean, there's just that's the backlash from the game is that they don't, which was the backlash when they showed it at E3. So it's the exact same people complaining. They're still filing the same complaint.
Well, the people who are complaining don't know anything about anything.
Well, I don't disagree with that. I'm not saying their complaint so far. The only gameplay complaint I've seen is that the AI looks non-existent, which is true. Based on what I saw, that is true. So, but they were fighting Thor, and there was just somebody who was just standing there. It's kind of like, all right, yeah, he's bulletproof. It's not going to stop him with a bullet.
When's the game coming out?
Oh, it doesn't come out till next year, like next May is when it's slated to come out. So what we're seeing, that's what I'm trying to tell people, is that it's just a demonstration. You
And this
know,
is why devs don't like to show footage, because people are always over exaggerating everything on either side of the spectrum. You know what I
I
mean? Like,
agree.
the game
Yeah,
is
no, I
probably still
agree.
in the alpha. Why are you out here, doing like full Metacritic reviews? Or, like, I don't understand these people, bro.
Oh yeah, no, I don't disagree. And I don't know if it was on PC, PlayStation. They did not delineate. At Comic Con, I know at E3 it was on PlayStation, but Comic Con they didn't. They don't know yet. Now that's what I'm waiting to hear back later today. Because of course out there, my friends that are out there, it's whatever, it's 5 o'clock in the morning in California. So so they're asleep. They were at Comic Con pretty much all day. Mm. So Matt said that he's not hyped for the game yet. Well, it's okay. The game doesn't come out for over a year. It doesn't come out for over a year. Again, they're just kind of showing you some of the gameplay that's in there. So it is what it is. It's not that, to me it wasn't a big deal, but everybody was asking for information about it. There is a video that's up that's going to probably be taken down once they find out about it.
I watched that. I skimmed through the video. It's like 6 minutes long.
Yeah, it's about 7. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that video,
Um,
yeah. Which you can watch it, but I'm not going to post anything. I ain't going to post it because Marvel and Disney ain't playing around when it comes to their IP.
yeah.
You
Also,
know.
like, I don't like watching shitty cam footage of something. I can't tell anything from that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the same footage. The things that they added was the Kamala Khan thing, or which I believe is. But I take that back. A girl who is allegedly looking like Kamala Khan. It shows her. So I think that will be the next, because they're going to release. They're going to update the game and really put 1 or 2 new superheroes in it, because the game is supposed to be supported over a period of time, kind of like Destiny is and stuff like that. Have to wait and see how that works.
this game to me, this game is never gonna be what anybody wants it to be, because they're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna be able to tell a full story with any one character. You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
It's
Well,
gonna
that is
be
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like a comp. So like in the demo, you were playing at store, and then Iron Man came out of nowhere. Then you flew away as Iron Man. They go do something else. You know what I mean? So it's like you're never gonna. I don't think you're gonna be able to get, like, with all those characters, get that real feel for any particular storyline, I guess.
Yeah. Well, again, it's what I looked at that scene when they transitioned to Iron Man was how smooth that transition actually was. It wasn't janky. You didn't have to push a button, and that may be what it does. What if they do it like they did with Grand Theft Auto 5, where it was on your screen and you just hit the button and it took you to that character?
But
Maybe they end up doing something like that.
but even with Grand Theft Auto 5, they only had 3 characters. You know
Yeah,
what I
well,
mean?
no,
Like,
you're right. No, I'm not saying that you're wrong about that. I'm saying that maybe that there could be a workaround. They could say, okay, because realistically, playing the game as Black Widow, that would probably be the funnest, because you're going to have to sneak around.
I would love
So,
a standalone Black Widow game.
well, I don't either. But as far as actually physical playing it as her, sneaking around using stealth, that may actually be fun. But I don't disagree.
I think that what they're
Saying,
gonna do is they're gonna tell the story like a kind of like an ensemble act. So you'll start as somebody, then you'll end up being somebody else, and maybe you may go back to that character, but I don't think you will. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, to me, is it going to be an RGB based type of game where they're, I mean, because how powerful are they now? So it's versus how powerful can they be? Are you going to be able to add things? It's like the Spider-Man game. Spider-Man didn't get any more powerful. His suits just did different, had different accented different things he could
Yeah.
already do. So let's just have. I mean, I guess with the Iron Spider, he became a little more powerful, but it was what, for maybe 15 to 20 seconds, where you had the arms able to come out.
Yeah, the extra
Yeah.
attacking.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we have to wait and see. So, but shout out to for the super chat there. Still haven't said why Sweden is the SJW Eden yet. That's what I'm waiting to see.
I think Fado. I don't know if Fado's still here, but I think he wanted a link.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Mephisto.
All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll get him on here in a minute. So, but yeah, let me go ahead and get this going here.
So did your CPU come in?
No, I didn't come in yesterday. It's in my state, but it's they held it at the it's on hold. It's at the center, so I guess it'll be delivered today.
Yeah,
But
right. Yeah.
with Prime Day, they said they were so busy that they added an extra day of shipping.
It's crazy. All my shit came a day ahead.
Well, I mean, well. When did you order it?
On Prime Day.
Monday or Tuesday?
Monday.
Monday, yeah. Monday, those people seem to get theirs turned around right, but Tuesday, and I ordered late.
Let me see.
I didn't get home to after 8 o'clock. Damn, Fatal, I don't see you on my thing. I know you're here.
I ordered on I ordered on Monday, and then they deliver on Tuesday. Then I ordered one on Tuesday. They delivered it on Wednesday. I got me a 10-pack of USB drives for like $28.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably order another USB. I put it in my cart, so I think I'm gonna order. I'm gonna order some RAM. I think I'm gonna order 8 more gigs of RAM. It's only like $30 right now.
What's up, Lincoln?
Oh, what's up, Lincoln Clay?
Fatal, you still in the chat? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I just sent it to him.
Okay.
I'll send one to the there you go, Vigor. Now let's see. Thank God I wasn't going out backwards. That Avengers game been released first, and people getting mad on the Marvel Avengers movies because the actors. So, well, I mean, again, it was disappointing. I think people are more disappointed. I think being mad is silly. But thanks for the 109 SEK.
I wish the models were better, but I'm glad they don't look like the
And that's not the final look. Now, let me make this clear. That's not the final look you're gonna have. That's So no, Lincoln Clay, this is not Mass Effect. But I was playing Mass Effect for like 4 hours yesterday. So, but today I'm gonna play Forza 4 Horizon. So and record it. So that's what I'm gonna play today. Later on today. I am getting.
I think people made such a big deal about that Mass Effect, facial animations for Andromeda. They made such a huge deal about that for no reason.
No, it was terrible. That's why. I mean, the reason why is because
it was terrible. The game itself was still very fucking good, and like
it was not.
The game,
not if you were a fan.
Andromeda gameplay is amazing.
Well, the combat is amazing, but if the combat was amazing in the first ones.
Nah, it's not. This combat, like this is like the pinnacle of combat for Mass Effect with the levitating and everything. I love it.
Okay, but so think about that. If they had people early on that could already do biotics the way you can do them in that game, you would have no reason for Jump Zero. It did not. What they were trying to do was make a Mass Effect game that had really nothing to do with the original series, and it didn't work. It didn't work out. So
I liked Andromeda.
I thought it was. There were things about the game I enjoyed. Okay, but they were supposed to like your outpost. You were supposed to be adding to your outpost as the game went along, and that never happened. So I thought that would have been better. You just kind of had that, kind of like I think in the Division Part 2, like if you're playing it and then you add things to the outpost, make the outpost grow, more people show up, stuff like that. Then you have to defend the outpost. That's what you were supposed to do in Andromeda.
Yeah, it definitely could have been better.
Yeah. So the EA rushed that game. That game shouldn't have come out until August.
Yeah, I like the cast of characters. I mean, they should have definitely had more character models.
Yeah.
I think the biggest mistake they made was the whole your father thing, like because it locked down the choices of your character customization. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it hindered too much because they were trying to make your father look like you.
Yeah.
So it gave you too many limitations. It just had to do with a helmet on, and the whole time you just talk through a helmet. You know what I mean? You don't need to see the guy's face.
I don't disagree with that either. I mean, I think they were trying something different, so I give them credit for trying something different, but it just did not. And even when he passed, even when he died, it was like, my father's dead and I'm in charge. Oh well, I guess if that's what people. I mean, it was just bad.
Like Fallout 4 did the same thing though, where you're husband and wife, and then you pick that generates a child for you that looks like you.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But
at least you had a purpose to go through fucking Fallout 4 to find out what the hell happened to your son.
No, I'm gonna say on the technical issue of they could have did it better by making by not like tying the customization too much to making the father look like you. You know what I mean? Like
okay, fair enough. The biggest problem for me with Andromeda was the fact that in order to get the full understanding of everything that's going on in that world, you had to do every fucking goddamn quest in that fucking game.
I did every quest. Like, see, like this
that
is why I came from like I have deep. This spider just started to glide out of nowhere down my fucking ceiling, but
that's what they do.
I don't kill spiders though. Live, but like I come from like a WoW, like World of Warcraft type of thing. So I'm used to doing thousands and hundreds of quests all the time. So I don't mind open world games with a bunch of quests. I treat them like MMOs, So that's why I enjoy
it's
Odyssey.
not an MMO though.
But it's just like grinding, and I get like WoW. So I treat Odyssey like WoW. Just go around, do a bunch of quest line, kill a bunch of shit in that area. Like just
Odyssey was so
there were just things they didn't explain well. The outpost on Kandara. There were humans there. There were Turians there. It was kind of like, okay, when did this outpost get built? Who helped build it? Where did you get your materials from? None of that was explained.
They said that some ships, because some ships were ahead of you. Like,
well, no, you're right. But what happened there was a giant uprising. There was like a civil war on your ship, and again they did a book on it. They did a comic book on it. But they never sold you on going to get the comic.
Yeah, I definitely agree that the game was rushed. And also back when EGM was still a thing, they had a whole like 6-page spread where they said that Mass Effect was supposed to be a 6-game saga. And then these knuckleheads shorted it down to a 3-game trilogy. They made the third one really freaking microtransaction-y. And they just threw out Andromeda while the other team worked on Anthem, and then
let alone they ruined the shit out of the third game with the ending and making all your choices completely fucking irrelevant.
And then
I mean, that's the thing. I'm playing that game now. If you listen to what they're being told during each when you talk to Hackett, he is telling you what to do at the end of the game.
No. Yeah, that was before they changed it though, fucking Craig.
Well, I mean, even when they didn't, it was just that was people bitching because they didn't get to see. They were like, "Well, how come Harbinger didn't attack the Normandy when the Normandy?"
No, it's because that ending made no sense.
Well,
ending made no sense.
Mass Effect 3, if say the campaign was 25 hours long, that shit was good for 24 hours and 58 minutes. You know what I mean? Like the ruined.
Well, did you all do the other DLC? Did you do the?
I played everything. Citadel, I love that
Citadel DLC, the Omega DLC. That game is actually close to 60 hours long.
I bought. Well, I'm just saying, if it was 60 hours long, it was good for 59 hours.
58 minutes.
Well, I mean, to me, it was simple. It's the elusive man was indoctrinated, and he wanted to choose control.
Now, if you want to go based on that indoctrination theory, man, that shit holds a lot of fucking weight, dude.
Well, but the elusive man was indoctrinated. So
no, I'm talking about Shepard himself.
Well, no, he was not. No, he was starting. Well, he was starting.
I honestly think that it does because that fits in line with that ending where he's back down on Earth and he's still actually fucking breathing underneath all that rubble, man.
Yeah, okay.
When you take that indoctrination theory out of the equation, it makes no fucking sense.
Well, no,
it makes no sense.
Yeah, if you choose destroy, where he's at, he does blow up. That's it. He does blow it up. But then
but that's not the right ending, though.
That is the correct ending. They tell you that when you leave Earth. They're like, when he leaves Earth, they go to Mars, they encounter Cerberus. He calls Hackett up and he says the elusive man was on Mars. He seems to think that controlling the Reapers is how we win this. And Hackett says, no, dead Reapers is how we win this. That's it. That Shepard was never supposed to try to control the Reapers. because you can't control them. And you could jump in and combine everybody's DNA. That's what the Reapers are already doing. The only way
but even when you choose the destroy ending, they still show them at that end, like right at that end of the credit cutscene. They still fucking like all underneath all that rubble and
stuff. But the Reapers are dead. But the Reapers are gone. Your goal was to stop them.
But here's the thing. Like there's too many contradictions to that though, because remember, he's out in outer space when he fucking chooses that path. Yeah. So you mean to tell me that at the beginning of 2, Shepard fucking literally dies at the beginning of the fucking second game, fucking floating in space. Yeah. So you mean to tell me that that motherfucker came and fucking when all that shit blew up, that he fell from space and fucking crash landed on fucking Earth and still fucking still alive?
Well, when he blew up in space,
come on now, dude.
All right,
they fucked that ending up. They fucked that ending up.
Fatal. You're assuming he was on Earth. That's already wrong. He was still on the space station. The space station did not blow up. He activated a thing that was going to stop the Reapers.
But it was still on Earth. You can see fucking the Earth in the background.
You can see rubble. They didn't say he.
No. The camera pans down. You can see people still running away and fucking doing whatever you want to call it and shit like that.
Yeah, the people were showing different planets, not just Earth. But Shepard was still. Look, I am playing the game now. When I get to the end sequence, I will stream it. It doesn't show Shepard on Earth at all. It shows them. It shows different planets. It shows the Asari homeworld.
6 endings, right? I played the ending.
It's got 4 endings. It's got 4 potential endings.
I think. I did the ending where I think I gotta look at this for myself. I destroyed the Reapers. I didn't do any symbiosis. I didn't
Yeah, well, you weren't supposed to. If you destroyed the Reapers, that's exactly what you were supposed to do. Because that was the correct ending. Now, if you want to believe that your Shepard, just because it showed him breathing or her breathing, because there are people that use the female Shepard. If you want to believe that your Shepard survived, if you wanted to believe your Shepard survived and got out of the rubble of the space station and went on to be with whoever his love interest was, that's fine. That the people did a Q&A on it. BioWare did a Q&A on it. They told you what planet the Normandy crash landed on. They told you that. They told you. I mean, they told us everything.
Yeah, but you do realize that ending got rewritten because the original ending got leaked onto the internet.
Correct. Right? No, I do. No, that is true. And then they actually went in and showed you an epilogue, which I agree. There should have been an epilogue before they did the rewrite. There should have been an epilogue. They did an epilogue, and they had to show the Normandy landing behind when they were rushing that beam. Everybody should have figured that out. Well, when they picked the people up, they landed behind, but everybody was like, well, how come Harbinger didn't attack the Normandy? It's because did you see how big Harbinger was and how little the Normandy is? It's all right, is that thing really a threat? It looks like a mosquito compared to Harbinger. It's not even a threat. And Harbinger was there to protect the beam, not to destroy the Normandy. People are stupid. People are just
3 was stupid. A letdown though. 3 was a massive letdown compared to 2. 2 fucking.
I agree. Now that I do agree with.
Mass Effect 2 is the closest. It's one of the closest games I can say that's a 10 out of 10 in recent.
I agree.
That was BioWare on their fucking prime before BioWare went to shit.
I agree with that.
That spider literally landed in my Captain and Coke. It's crawling on the glass now. It's crazy.
Yeah. Somebody said buy the Avengers game on Game Pass. I think Square is going to have their own version of Game Pass.
He fell in my Captain and Coke.
I was just watching gameplay. I watched the gameplay for that Avengers game just a moment ago. And as soon as I joined this, dude, that game is looking pretty fucking rough.
Yeah, well, we were just talking about it.
Rough. It looks pretty bad.
That's what I'm saying though. The game's not supposed to be released. Why are people judging this game already? This is why developers don't want to show anybody any footage, because people go out and make 30 videos of how the game looks like trash.
Well, it does. It's a cash grab, dude. That's all this game is. It's a fucking cash grab.
I won't say it's a cash grab until I see the final thing. I'll wait. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They have a year plus to finish the game. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They're just doing. I don't know if you heard it correct, but they're still doing episode 9 reshoots.
Yeah, until September.
Yeah,
they're
so
gonna be
like
working all summer.
the shit comes out in what, like December?
In December.
Wait, there's another goddamn Avengers movie coming out?
No, Star
episode
Wars
9.
Episode 9.
Oh,
Well,
fuck
hell,
that movie.
Avengers in game, they were editing that up to like they said the last 8 days.
Yeah,
Like
so
That is the last Avengers, right?
For
No.
now. It won't be another Avengers until well, we're gonna get an announcement today. I'm not gonna speculate anymore. We get an announcement. Phase 4 gets announced today.
oh, what is the
Sometime today. Kevin Feige and Marvel.
what time is it?
So wait, they're not done making Avengers? Oh,
No. They're going to be different Avengers.
I can't. I definitely can't wait because now, Fado, they're gonna go more towards space, so they're gonna do like Thor.
If I actually
Guardians.
gave a shit about the Avengers, but sadly I don't. I've never seen an Avengers movie in my
Well,
life.
they're gonna start doing the
My life.
Eternals. They're gonna do the
They're going to be
Eternals.
Eternals. That's
Hopefully,
one
they bring out Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to have the Eternals.
Oh, great! Another Fantastic Four movie that's gonna suck ass.
No, done properly
Excellent.
by Marvel.
No. This is a proper Fantastic Four, not a Fox.
It's still gonna suck.
Four. It probably will.
No,
But
well,
yeah, they're
Yeah,
gonna
Craig,
have,
it probably will.
but, I mean, it's just hard to make that movie. But we know we have the
No, it's not.
Eternals. We know we have Guardians 3. We know there's going to
Craig,
be
the Incredibles made Fantastic Four like 3 times already. Like, it's not a hard movie to make, bro. Like,
Well, I mean, they didn't make
Yeah,
it.
all 3 movies sucked.
the Incredibles did not suck.
Well, not the Incredibles.
No, not the Incredible. I'm talking about fucking
But I'm
Fantastic
saying
Four.
though, that's the same formula. It's a
You're right.
family
You're
of
right.
superheroes, and Fox just sucks at making movies.
I don't
Yeah,
disagree.
Fox does. Fox
I don't
does. I
disagree.
can't. I
So
won't lie about that. Fox
we're
does.
going to see because they've allegedly you got Millie Bobby Brown playing in playing the Eternals, so she's supposed to be
I
there.
heard Keanu too. I heard Keanu's going to be there.
Who is?
Keanu Reeves.
Allegedly. Yeah, this is all stuff that they think has happened.
Maybe
So
Angelina.
Angelina Jolie has been confirmed. Yeah.
She's confirmed. Yeah.
Yeah. So
For what? She's been confirmed for what?
The Eternals. The Eternals. So we're going to have to wait.
What the fuck is that?
It's a Marvel Cinematic Universe.
It's like the gods.
Yeah, like the gods. Part of
Keanu Reeves might be in that shit? Oh, I might have to watch that then. I
Possible.
might have to watch that.
We'll wait and see. I mean, we're going to find out today. There'll be no more. There's no reason to speculate because we're going to get confirmation. I'm not Matt's Gaming. We're not going to speculate here.
No shit.
You know,
Shots
so,
fired, Craig.
Shout out to Matt Gaming.
yeah, shout out to Matt. I like that, but I've not seen this much speculation.
Yo, with the save, Tobias, with the save.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, shout out to Matt's Gaming. But my God, I haven't seen speculation like that since it's like before the Super Bowl was played.
No,
You know,
I was saying a while back. You know, we used to be free to speculate and dream and have fun about thinking about the next console or the next game coming out. Now it's like if you say the wrong thing, Cats is trying to bring up L's from 6 months ago. like what's
true.
wrong with people
That's true.
nowadays, bro? Like,
I think
That
it's
is so
okay.
true.
I think some speculation is healthy.
yeah,
But-
always.
But when you speculating to the point where it's clickbait, I gotta call BS on you.
Well, I
and that-
agree. Yeah, if you say like the next gen's gonna have 52 gigs of RAM, then yeah,
I mean, you know, when
you might want
you
to cut
know,
down.
my whole thing on what the funniest thing I've seen, we'll get into it here, but the funniest thing I've seen was the whole E3 leaks when they were like developers were saying that the PS5 is more powerful. Little panic, shock went through the community. And they were panicking. The Xbox camp. It can't happen. That's not going to happen. Phil Spencer said this. Phil Spencer's like, what difference does it make? It's going to do the same thing. It's going to do the same. They're both going to go to the same party. They're just going to take different roads.
I don't
And-
understand how AMD is making the APU for both consoles, yet these guys think it's going to be some drastic difference.
I don't understand it either. I don't, and it's like, well, they keep saying Xbox is going to have hardware-based ray tracing. It's like AMD doesn't even have that on any of their cards. So where are you getting this from? I mean, they don't have it. I don't get it.
It's not going to matter at the end of the day, though, Craig, what the specs are, because at the end of the day, at least the PS5 will actually sell, where the Xbox fucking Anaconda, what the fuck you want to call it, Scarlet, ain't going to sell for shit.
Well, yeah, even Crap Gamer was saying that. He said it's going to be, and that was funny. Literally, there are PlayStation people in his comment section. They're just shitting all over the community at this point. I mean, it is bad. There's, it's like, man, y'all just need to go away. Just go away. There's nothing.
But I mean,
more
like, does it have to be repeats, though?
as far as what do you mean?
Well, I mean, like, we know that Xbox is fucking done pretty much practically nothing this generation.
The fact that he is saying it, And the people are just in his comment section, like the ones who were like, there's famous people in his comment section who damage control. They're not even trying to damage control anymore. And the ones that are in there doing it, they're just people are just shitting all over them at this point. It is bad.
Waste of fucking time.
I agree, it's a waste of time.
Oh, Barry, I think that the hardware is going to be more Navi 20 based than Navi 10 based because Navi 20 is going to have ray tracing. So
the fuck is the difference?
Navi 10 is just like a 2060 type of thing. Like it's not going to have ray tracing.
Who gives a fuck about ray tracing though?
I'm just saying, as far as computers go, this is the new thing for computers.
It's like, yeah, and the same people who told you the beast was coming and everybody was scared of the Xbox X are now saying they're not talking about 4K and HDR anymore. They're talking about friggin' xCloud. They didn't put xCloud in their name. It's like, get out of here.
Yeah, why are they putting xCloud in their name when they're going to be supporting something that we don't want?
I don't know. And remote play. They're like, well, you have an Xbox X or Xbox One S, you can play it from your phone. It's like remote play. Well, everybody, well, that's remote play. That's what Sony does. And they're like, this is remote play. This is different. This is different than what Sony. I'm like, what's different? It's the same shit.
Shout out to J-Dub. He was on Zaire's podcast yesterday, or I think yesterday. And him and freaking this dude argued about xCloud and Stadia for like an hour. I was like, this is amazing. Like, when did we get to the point where now we're saying which is the best cloud streaming service? Like, what is going on with
Stadia? Stadia is a fucking scam, dude.
They're both going to have issues. So
they're gonna do what they do. Like, I don't understand why console gamers are so threatened by these streaming services. Like, who cares? Like, let them do what they got to do. Like, nobody cares. You talking about it only gives it more. only gives it more.
No, because the biggest concern about when it comes to streaming games, man, developers are going to eventually gravitate.
PS5 has been out for 5 years. I don't see anybody gravitating towards that.
Yeah.
No trust.
I mean, again, they're going to spend more money on it. Even Nintendo, that guy's name Bowser, he said something about, they're going to always be keeping an eye on, on streaming because the streaming is getting better. And Sony's people said that too. But the way they're going to deliver their content is going to be through a console. And Sony has said that, and so has Nintendo. Now they're both everybody's on record on what they're doing. So this whole talk go ahead, Fatal.
No, I was just going to say, hey, Craig, did you hear about that rumor about the fucking Nintendo Switch 2.0? It's supposed to be coming out next year.
I heard something about a new Nintendo.
It's going to be it's not going to have a portable mode. Okay. It's going to be strictly for console, like in-house console experience, but it's supposed to be equivalent to the power of what the base PS4 is.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I mean, that's great. If they do it, they do it. I mean,
I'm going to call bullshit. I'm going to call bullshit only because this fucking rumor is coming from 4chan, and we all fucking know 4chan.
Yeah,
well, I'm all for talking about a rumor, but it's not true until the company says that's my default.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Comes out and says, when AMD comes out and says that the the new consoles are going to have ray tracing, then I'll be like, the consoles are going to have ray tracing. Right now, it's just a rumor that they're going to have some. I think they're going to have the image sharpening, things like that. I don't know about ray tracing.
I think that if Nintendo does a home console, that's a mistake for them.
We'll have to wait and see. I mean, that may be true, but if they may have data, that's my favorite word, analytical data. They may have data that tells them otherwise.
Analytical data.
It's funny because Six says it more than you now.
What now? Well, yeah. Well, because the data,
just like Craig says, they have analytical data. He's always quoting you more than you even said. That's funny.
Well, that's because they get more information.
But no, think about it, though. If it's going to be the same power as this generation, and next gen comes out next year, that would be a huge mistake. First of all, they're already winning. They're already winning with the handheld hybrid market. Stick to that. Make a Switch Pro. And
maybe they feel that more
home consoles.
Okay, but maybe they feel more people will buy their console if it's home based, like their original one that was in 1 out of 5.
Maybe more Nintendo guys, but nobody is gonna say no Xbox or Sony fanboy is gonna buy a Nintendo.
Well, but that's not their goal. Their goal is to get the next generation of people's kids.
Nintendo people, yes, the same market base, like the same market share. They're not gonna increase their market share.
when that Sony guy or Xbox guy has a girlfriend or gets married and has kids, they're gonna probably buy them some type of Nintendo.
That's true.
Like,
That's true.
honestly,
That's the way they look at it. That's the way they.
Delete your YouTube account, bro.
I use my Switch.
What did he say? What did Jay Barry say?
He uses his Switch as a home console. I need him to delete his YouTube.
It's a hybrid.
Bro, it's a freaking handheld. It's not a hybrid.
It's a fucking hybrid.
Like
Jesus Christ. How can we go against what the goddamn company fucking calls it?
Calm down, Pedro.
No, I never understood that. I never actually fucking stood that whole entire analogy.
Bro,
when we go against what the actual fucking company says it is, I don't get it.
Because the king has no clothes. You can say what you want to say, but that
oh my god! So the thing is that makes no sense. It is a hybrid because you don't have to actually play it in portable mode every time you play a game.
Like I said, you can hook a laptop up to a monitor and use it like a desktop.
It doesn't matter.
Desktop.
Yeah, but a laptop is not designed for that, though, is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh my Christ!
Laptops nowadays are specifically designed for you to hook it up.
Oh my god!
Am I crazy? Come on, Fado, don't do that.
No. What I'm saying is, dude, is that we now have to go against the grain when an actual company tells us exactly what the fuck it is that's not the right answer now.
No, it's not.
Wouldn't that become a normal thing? Like, I don't get that.
I just did
It's even advertised as a fucking hybrid on their official website. Just because you mainly use it as a portable side, or a lot of people fucking do, does not necessarily mean that it is a full-on portable device. Like, fuck, man.
All right, well, let's move to the what's up, William Wildebeest? Let's move to the Spider-Man PS4 destroying the final narrative of the community that
that mediocre game. Okay, cool.
That apparently it sold a whole lot. It's like the top selling superhero game of all time, and this destroys the whole thing of exclusives don't matter. So it's so what do you all think about the whole exclusives don't matter argument? Fado, I'll start with you.
The whole entire exclusives don't matter shit.
Yeah, what do you think? Because from my perspective, no, exclusives do matter, but there's a lot of people out there that don't buy consoles for exclusives. Mm-hmm. Then what do they buy them for?
Call of Duty or fucking Grand Theft Auto. I mean, you'd be surprised. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that have an Xbox, and a lot of people that have a PlayStation 2 as well that don't ever even play a single fucking first-party game. Would that be the case? And those sales would be a hell of a lot higher than they are.
You really think so? Okay.
Hell yeah, dude. You mean to tell me out of 90 million fucking motherfuckers, dude, and God of War can only sell 10 million, or Horizon could sell 10 million, man? Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that actually buy a fucking PlayStation or buy an Xbox that don't play exclusives, dude.
Well,
look at the PC side. Look at all the new age fucking PC gamers that came in. They don't play fucking exclusive games on PC. They're only there to play fucking third party garbage.
Xbox fucking guys that came to PC.
That's true.
The wave of trash came in there.
Well, I mean, PC has been trash for several years, but I'm just saying in the sense like,
no.
Shut up, Jeremiah. Fucking in the same.
It's going to get better today, apparently, when I get my new CPU.
Very doubtful. Very doubtful.
Tell them, Craig.
Yeah, let me see where my CPU is.
I'm about to install.
Why do you think I asked you that question, Jemiah? The other day when I was on Twitter, I told you, like, hey, do me a favor, go on a website, build a rig for me, right? And fucking just like the minimum specs for Gears 5, and I want to see if it's cheaper than buying an Xbox. But it has to be done in Canadian currency wise, because you remember it's different over here in Canada. So
it's not. You're not gonna be able to build a comparable PC to a console. That's the same.
Well, a lot of people were bitching at me in the fucking chat when I was doing my stream when I brought that question up.
Just because of the way the parts, just because of the way the PC, the PC is so fast paced as far as parts go that things become outdated so fast that they don't like. You know what I mean? So if you want to get a weak,
well, no, that's true. But I'm saying, like, I just wanted to see what the average price would be for me as a Canadian, fucking to build a rig that's equivalent to the minimum specs of Gears 5. That's all I wanted to see. Because everybody was bitching at me in the chat saying that, oh, you can get a PC like that for like $250. And I'm like,
what is Gears 5 output going to be? Does it have confirmed output?
Well, for the tech beta, they do.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So what is the confirmed output?
Hold on, I'll tell you in a sec, Craig. Let me go pull it up. I know it's like I think it's like the CPU was like an AMD fucking, I don't know, AMD something. And
well, I just need to know the
i7.
We'll go from there.
Yeah, give me a sec. Give me a second, I'll find it for you, bud.
Because I'm on Amazon now trying to find out where the hell my shit is. Let's see.
That's Amazon for you.
Oh, it's out for delivery. That's what it says. So it's already moved. So it says see updates. Let's see where we are.
Okay.
Oh, it's out for delivery now. It's on the truck. So I should get it here in a few hours. Cool.
God,
it says.
Oh man, I am not.
All right, so if Gears is supposed to be like 1080p 60, it's supposed to have high graphic settings. You know.
Okay, so the minimum specs, right, for AMD wise, anyways, is an AMD FX 6000 series. That's for the CPU. GPU is an AMD Radeon R9 280 or an AMD Radeon RX 560. 2 gigabytes of VR or fucking a VRAM, fucking 60 gigabytes of regular RAM, and 15 gigabytes of fucking HD fucking or hard drive space. That's for the AMD specs. The NVIDIA specs is Intel i3 Skylake, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 760 or GeForce GTX 1050, 2 gigabytes of VRAM, fucking 6 gigabytes of RAM, blah, 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 blah.
Well, it's 140 for the AMD 560.
All right.
So that's 141. That's on Amazon. I'm looking at Amazon right now. What was the CPU? What did he say the CPU was?
Which one were you looking for, AMD or the Intel one?
Oh, the AMD. Intel's trash.
63 something.
All right, AMD 50X, or sorry, 50X. Wow, AMD fucking FX 6000.
Trash.
Hey, what do you expect for a fucking minimum specs there, Jemiah? Jesus Christ.
The FX 8350 though, the FX 8350 Black Flag Edition, that shit was fucking crazy for its day.
I can't find that CPU.
6000?
The 50. What did you call it? The 6000? It's not on Amazon.
Yeah.
Laughed at me.
Nah, the lowest you're gonna be able to get is like a 6300.
All right, AMD 6300. Up there, CPUs. I'm gonna
like $89.
Let's see here.
No, that's not even the right one.
It's $57, and so we'll call that 60. So we're at $200. Now, what was that? We need a power source, so I say we could probably power this trash at what, like 5? I mean, we could probably.
Hey, Bart, you have a computer?
So we need a 500-watt power supply. All right, that's $40. So right now we're at $240 so far, and we got to get a motherboard. So what kind of motherboard do you think we need, Jemiah?
You can get a cheap ass motherboard if you want.
No, I'm serious. Which one?
I'm serious.
I don't know which one to put in here for Amazon. Right now,
what's even compatible with the FX 6000 motherboard?
Let
me look it up.
Yeah.
You can get like this MSI B360 M. It's like $88.
All right, so we're at about $320 right now. Now, do we need to get a monitor too, Fatal?
No.
Oh, no monitor. Well, right now we're at $360. Oh, we gotta get a hard drive. We gotta get something. We gotta put something and RAM. So now, what kind of memory do we need? Does it say on there, Fatal?
You just need 16 gigs.
Yeah, 16 gigs. Yeah.
No, nothing needs more than 16 gigs. PC guys just like to be dumb, like me, and buy shit for no reason.
Do we need DDR3 or
that's that PC life though, Jemiah, right?
Do we need DDR4? Okay, I found some. I found a Crucial Ballistic Sport 3200 megahertz DDR4, $77.99. Now here's the Corsair I found. Oh, wait a minute. AKA my cheat code just came in. And I found some more for $59.99.
My cheat code.
So we're at $400 right now. And now we have to put it in a
$400.
We're at $400 and we need a case. So we'll just call $40 on the case because that's roughly what a decent case costs. So let's just call it $450.
Yeah,
$450, $460. That's how much.
$450. So it still exceeds fucking what I would have to pay for an Xbox One S.
Oh, Xbox One S. Yeah, that is true.
No, remember that's the Amazon.com website, right?
I'm on Amazon, correct.
All right, so if that was on Amazon.ca, it's probably going to be a little bit more pricier. So I'm probably looking at about maybe $550.
Okay.
For that, if you were to convert that Canadian wise, yeah, it's still cheaper for me to buy an Xbox.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's $207 on Xbox One S, and that's discounted. So that's that
well,
comes with,
over here in Canada, they're still like $350 over here.
until tree fitting. Okay, and then Gears, you have Game Pass, I assume. Yeah. So,
well, if I'm buying Gears fucking through the service, I'll be paying around 68 instead of
yeah, so
instead of 91.
All right, so you're looking at roughly what, 4 something?
Yeah, a little bit about 400.
Well, that's what you were in the PC.
$400. So I'm still fucking so I'm still still
it's about the same price.
Building that rig, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's about the same price based on So I would go with the PC, but it's different strokes, different folks. You're not wrong. I'm not right. It is what it is.
You can do more.
No, yeah, it's just really on what you feel comfortable with. You know what I mean? Like,
bro, you can use a controller on the PC. It's all.
I don't give a fuck if you can use a goddamn fucking panties and bras. I don't care.
I understand, like, I don't understand why people would think PC is such a you're like trying to solve like some crazy mathematical theory.
Oh, I don't have an issue with that. That's not my issue with PC. That's not my issue with PC.
Besides being a little bitch.
Oh, damn!
Well, I like
foul words.
I like my PC so far. I like playing games at 60 frames a second and at 1440 50. But I gotta step up my game. I gotta step up my game. So because that's why I'm getting this new CPU.
Yes.
And that I'll be saving for the GPU.
So what were we talking about? Spider-Man destroying Xbox?
Oh yeah. All right. So the whole
my bad. I didn't mean to diverse the conversation. Correct. My bad, buddy.
Exclusives, you're fine. Exclusives don't matter. And Spider-Man needed to be on multiple consoles. So, now listen, and shout out to Porter Rock 77. He made a legitimate point, and so I want to give credit where credit is due. Batman, Arkham, whatever it was. I don't even know the order of the Batman series, but Batman was on 360, PS3, PS4, Xbox One, and it was on PC. And Spider-Man outsold 5 platforms. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but it outsold them on 5 platforms. Therefore, the whole narrative is destroyed because you do not have to release onto multiple platforms to have a successful game.
No,
Batman is way more.
Congrats to Insomniac for sure on that, dude.
Yeah, congrats
to them.
You know what's the wildest thing though, Craig?
Mm.
Spider-Man hasn't been out for a year yet.
Yeah, it hasn't
been out for their entire lifetime. Like, so they've had years and years to get sales, even at like $4.99, even at cheap prices, even on sales, even on deals. They had all this time to sell copies, and Spider-Man still outsold them in less than a year.
Yeah, well, I agree. To me, the fact that it's not even a year old. Now, let's be honest here. The movie coming out does give it some cross-pollination. That's reality.
Because Spider-Man Homecoming was mediocre at best.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no hype for Spider-Man. This is before Far From Home came out. So Spider-Man Homecoming was mediocre at best. We all can agree with that.
It was good, not great. I thought it was a solid reboot.
Spider-Man itself, people don't most people don't know, but Spider-Man is the most marketable character of all time. Yep. More than Batman, more than Superman, more than anything else. Kids love Spider-Man. People bought this game just off of the strength, just to have the PS4 Pro Special Edition and not even open the joint, just so they can have it. You know what I mean? Like a item. So Spider-Man sells no matter what. You can put Spider-Man on anything; it's gonna sell like hotcakes.
Except for Xbox, kids don't play Xbox.
If Spider-Man would have been on Xbox, that shit probably would have been like 30 million right now.
That is true. I will say that it would have sold more, but it doesn't need to do that.
I couldn't imagine. I would love to see Spider-Man on PC. I could just mod the Venom suit on there. You know what I mean? We could do some crazy mods in there, modding all kind of crazy shit.
It may go there. Who knows? I doubt it.
Sony would never put. Sony owns Spider-Man, so we're all at the
I doubt it. I still remember that tweet. That dude coming from the PC community talking about, hey, look, it's not a matter of if, it's when will it come to PC. And Insomniac was like, it's not coming. Sony is publishing the game. They can publish it to wherever they want to. And that PC dude was mad as hell. Still not as good as that you will rule the day. That you don't put Spider-Man on the world's most powerful console. Still, the number one tweet of this whole console generation. That is it. You will rule the day.
You know, I don't think that PC guys have more common sense than that. So whoever said that, he's automatically been disavowed from the PC master race. Like, because as PC guys, you should understand that PC is not our strong suit is not exclusive. Our strong suit is be the open platform. That's what makes PC strong. Be able to mod things and change things and fix things like Thrash has do free work. You know what I mean?
Slaves.
I would rather have the modders come out and put a day one patch that fixes something than wait 8 months for the developer to get along with it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, if you have the opportunity to fix something and you do it, that's better for me, because Skyrim modded is the best game probably of this fucking generation.
That's what I've heard. Well, no, I don't lie. The Mass Effect 3 that I got is shocked the hell out of me. I didn't expect that level.
The mods in Skyrim, Craig, bro, like this, it's just beyond. I can't even explain to you the mods in Skyrim. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's the only way to play that game. Because if you play Skyrim as a base game, dude, man, that game is fucking trash beyond trash.
I like Skyrim more than Oblivion, but I like dragons. So
Oblivion actually had more content.
That is true.
Morrowind is the GOAT of all.
Yeah, of all of them.
GOAT, bro.
Like, Oblivion is very good.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Nah, Morrowind. I think Morrowind had this more openness to it. Like, it didn't tell you to do. It just said go. You know what I mean? Like, you go off that boat, you stole your ring from the barrel, and it was just go. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean, like I said, man, like when the original developer that made fucking Elder Scrolls, man, like he knew what Elder Scrolls was. He knew what it was meant to be like.
That soundtrack is like one of the most memorable.
Yeah, and then when Todd Howard came into play, like, he definitely did a good like effort with Morrowind. And after that, man, like that's where he really started steeping to a whole new love with that series. And Skyrim is his love child.
Yeah.
And if that's his love child, then that child is mentally fucking retarded. Not to be a dick, but that game was so fucking bad, dude. Skyrim is so bad as an Elder Scrolls game, dude.
They need to make one where you can go to all the worlds. I mean, I don't know if that's on PC.
That will happen. It's called Elder Scrolls Online. It's called Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh, they already have that online? Okay, cool.
Yeah, all the expansions keep going to different parts of the fucking...
because I would love on Skyrim to be able to travel. I would like to take my character that was in...
That game is better than Skyrim.
Oh, yeah, I'd say it should be. But
they have mods that let you go to all the other provinces and shit. Like,
to me, that's what's best.
Mods for that, though.
Yeah, to me, that's what's... I wish that I could do that more.
Craig,
I want to be able to travel from Skyrim to Cyril.
If you guys have the chance, look up Skywind. Skywind. It's they're literally recreated the entire Morrowind in the Skyrim engine, and they have like over like 500 voice actors that they redo the lines and everything. Like, and add new lines and new stuff to it. Like, it's so crazy. Like, that shit looks so amazing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, I've seen it online. I'm like, wow, they really do put in a lot of work. But it's just trying to find all those programs and I mean, to me, just make the mod. I mean, you have to go into the program and go into these different sub sites and get the mod to come in. It's just like when I did my Falcon, my jet game, my jet sim. That's a mod. It took me 3 hours to try to.
All you need is Nexus Mod Manager, bro. Go to Nexus Mods. Nexus, like, look up like Google. Like,
I already have that. That's how I got
Nexus Mods actually a lifesaver, man.
That should be dumb easy, Craig. You click it. You just click it.
I ain't doing it. Well, I made you do it.
Point and click to install your mod, man. It puts everything where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I may do that then. I ain't doing it today, though. I got to work tomorrow.
Yeah, no,
so.
Nexus Mod is a really good.
Modding at first is kind of like it is kind of daunting, but once you start modding, bro, you're never gonna. It's gonna become addicting, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm playing this game now.
Like the modding.
Well, I played ME2 and 3 modded, and I was shocked at how different it played than the console. It looked different. It sounded different. The music is different. There's music on my ship now on the Normandy. I never had that before. Right, it's not on the console, but it was a mod that somebody put into the game, and now everywhere I go on the ship, there's different music. And
that's really the only plus side of thing of having a PC. Is
not
so much.
Music.
Like the Resident Evil 2 mods, though. Let's not talk about that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they got clear it all kind of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So somebody needs to mod the sex scene. I want to see Miranda naked. Somebody mod that, because that's who
already is, bro.
No, not on mine, not yet. Well, I'm supposed to meet her in this apartment, so maybe.
Oh no, trust. There's mods out there. You just gotta find them, dude. Trust me.
Sure they exist. Not my mod though. I'm ready though. I'm ready to, because I keep choosing.
You got your Miranda lubricant sitting next to you, bro.
No, I'm ready. I keep on choosing her because my God, But and I went in this time like I'm going to stick with Ashley, even though she's a racist. I'm going to stick with Ashley, and I can't do it. I can't.
She's not really a racist.
Well, yeah, she is. She's a xenophobe.
She's a species, if anything, but they're not part of the same race. So,
yeah, she is. And even that, anyway, I'm gonna get into that. But yeah, so I keep on trying to stay with her. I can't do it. I can't do it. I see Miranda. I was like, all right, wow, I gotta hit that. So it's just
damn it.
So.
Jack's the best one.
40 more fucking minutes, man.
Jack is the best one.
Who is
Jack?
Jack, the modern
all the tattoos and shit that she has. Yeah. Dude, she's a fucking badass, bro.
Did you see?
But she's only like 22 years old.
This new Cyberpunk fucking bike, bro.
Cyberpunk bike.
Yeah, they just tweeted like.
Oh, they built a real bike.
I do no, it's in game, but it
okay. Well, I know somebody built was it West Coast Choppers? They actually built a Days Gone bike. I don't know if people were seeing that or not.
Yo, Jemai, did you see how much better fucking Wasteland 3 looks compared to the sequel?
It's like an isometric game, right?
Yeah, it's like old school. It's like old school Fallout.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, have you ever played like the second one?
No.
Dude, man, if you look at like just look at screenshots of what like part 2 looks like, then go look at screenshots of part 3, man. Looks like
that game. What's that other game? Has anybody played Rage yet? I don't see anybody talking about Rage.
Sick played it.
What, Rage 2?
The Rage 2. Is that any good? I mean, I just haven't heard people talking about it.
I heard it's very, very fucking generic for an open world game, dude.
Oh, okay.
I have it on my wish list, but it's still $59. So.
Damn.
Yeah, that's gonna be a bargain bin.
I'm still floored that Gears is on Steam. I'm gonna take a hell.
I'm actually glad. No. I'm glad that Gears is on Steam, man. Because like when they tried to put the first fucking, I am. Because when they put the first Gears, like, well, not on Steam, but like the very first time when they put Gears 1 last generation on PC, dude, for that Games for Windows Live garbage, stupid ass shit. Yeah, that was a fucking experiment failure beyond belief for fucking Microcock, man.
Well, I mean, they've had a lot of failures, but I was going to compare the Xbox community. I have the perfect example for what Microsoft has done, and it's the same thing that Apple had to do about Microsoft. Microsoft ran Apple. I mean, when you think of Apple right now, I'm gonna ask you two right now. When I say Apple, what do you all think of?
Garbage.
Okay, garbage. What do you really think of? Jemai, what do you think of?
Apple's phone?
Okay, iPhone. Do you realize Apple was the leading computer company in the 80s before Microsoft came and took them? Beat them up.
Yeah, man.
So, you never watched that? You never watched that Pirates of Silicon Valley movie that came out on TV a long time ago?
Me? No, yeah, I swear by that. I tried
that movie is awesome, man.
Yeah, I tried to order that, and the only way you could get it was on VHS. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, VHS, really? I'm old school, but I ain't that old school.
Hey, I still prefer VHSs over fucking Blu-rays.
Well, I mean, it's not even that. It's just I thought that would be like on YouTube, the stream. Or, because that's a great movie. That was like Noah Wyle before he became a major star. He played
before his ER sensation.
Before ER took over. But Apple had to change the direction of their company because Microsoft ran them out of the computer business. I mean, they still make computers. Everybody's got they still make Mac. They still make a Mac, but nobody remembers that now. Everybody's like iPhone.
Their phones are starting to wane too, though.
Well, they would eventually because they're having to keep up with Samsung. Samsung actually makes a better phone. But at the end of the day, my point is that so Microsoft is doing the same thing that Apple did because of Sony. Sony has forced Microsoft to change the way they do business. It's not that they won't be successful because Apple was a
I don't even think it's that because they were already talking about this going in this direction fucking as soon as this generation started. Well, and a lot of people forget that.
Well, no, I didn't forget it. I just think that it's on their forefront now. You're right.
No,
They did talk about it, but
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think Sony is the one that's responsible for the direction that Microsoft is going. I think that this was the big plan that Microsoft had all along because they know that they can't compete with Sony.
Oh, well, fair enough.
You know what I mean? And truth be told, I mean, really, I mean, like that's what I mean. Like somebody brought up in the chat earlier, and it's it's a valid point, man. Like people still act shocked that like Sony is dominating this gen. It's like, where the fuck were you during the PS1 and PS2 era? This is nothing new.
They were probably still running down the side of their mama's leg the way they
Jesus Christ, Craig. I didn't want to go into that kind of detail, but fair point. But I'm saying it's like, okay, fine, but I mean, like, when you go back and you look at like the way Sony is, man, like Sony has always been dominating fucking ever since they came into the market scene. This is nothing new.
I don't
know what I mean? Microsoft's just taking their own direction the way they want to go. People may not like the direction they're going. I get the whole PC and console fucking shit. I get that. But that's just based on preference. You're not going to force somebody to build a fucking PC where doesn't give a fuck about PC gaming. I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. So people are going to have their own preference. But at the same time, I mean, like, if Nintendo can go their own direction, Sony's dominating their own fucking thing, let them do their own thing. Let Microsoft do their own thing. Fuck it, who cares? Gaming is too big now anyways, man.
Well,
like, that competition thing is fine, but like that's more fucking of a scarcer thing now than anything because the way how popular gaming is. I know that may sound a little bit on the odd side, but when you think about it, man, Microsoft really hasn't been competing with fucking shit at all, period. They really haven't. They really haven't.
Microsoft is a computer company. Let's keep it real. They're a computer software company. They're not a gaming console company. So I think
they have been in the gaming scene for a minute, but even before consoles, but still.
Mm-hmm. Gaming. I'm talking about gaming console. Like the consoles hardware has never been a big thing to them. So I don't know why people act shocked all the time.
No, I agree with you on that. So when people act shocked, like, oh, why would Phil Spencer say that? It's because do you not understand what Microsoft is?
He's not going to change the overall culture of that company. It's always been software-based, service-based first. That's how they got to where they are. You know,
exactly.
They make their own thing.
Exactly.
You know, they make something that everybody uses and they license it. They have a licenses out for everybody. So that's why iTunes works on Windows. I mean, that's a different company. That's a competing company. But they're like, we'll set Windows up because they could say no, but they were smart to let them use it because they're like, well, more people have Windows are using our PC devices to run their PC. So let's just negotiate with Apple, even though they're competitors. And Apple's like, we put iTunes on more stuff. You know, so that's why when people were like, well, Sony's going to use the Azure cloud, it's like, that's not a big deal. Apple uses their PCs, you know, and they're competing companies. It's just y'all are retarded.
And like I said, like a lot of people, and you've seen this clear as evidence there, Craig, yourself, because I heard you talk about this on several of your podcasts, but like a lot of people they don't look back at the past and they think the past is irrelevant, right? Mm-hmm. But the answers are right fucking there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not hard to go back and see how good fucking Sony was during the PS1 and PS2 era, for fuck's sakes. Like, my God, they even make mention of that. Like, what the fuck? Like, everything is right there in front of people, man. Like, when we had to look at back in the day for sales for consoles, man, like, we were lucky to see that shit in an issue of fucking of a magazine. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't have the luxury of seeing that shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, compared to what we have today.
I don't disagree. Jemai, anything you want to add?
What about Apple?
Yeah.
Well, we do know that Microsoft saved Apple from going under anyway, so it's not like
they did. They did.
So it's like sometimes companies need other companies to have a sense of competition. Otherwise, you know what I mean? Like the market will collapse on itself. Mm-hmm. So Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo, they all need each other.
Yeah, they do.
Hardware console manufacturers go.
See, Microsoft's not even looking at it from a competition space anymore. They're looking at it as just getting games out there for people to fucking play. Whether you choose to play them or not, that's totally fucking up to the gamer himself. But you know what I mean? Like
I tell people too. Also, like Xbox division is competing with PlayStation division, but Microsoft doesn't compete with Sony. Like Sony can't compete with Microsoft. There's two different types of companies. You know what I mean? Microsoft is a freaking juggernaut. Xbox division, not so much. But so when people always invoke Microsoft, they need to stop saying that and start saying Xbox because Microsoft is not Xbox, and people forget that.
Yeah, it's two different divisions. The same with the PlayStation side and like Sony Picture Studios. There's two different
Well,
divisions of Sony.
no, but Sony definitely needs PlayStation. As like
Oh
Sony
no, yeah, they
needs,
have to.
if,
They
if,
have to.
if Xbox went under today's, Microsoft wouldn't care. Like it wouldn't like hurt them.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, it would hurt them, but they would recover probably within
They're
a quarter.
sales are down like 40+%. So it's not like they're making money off of hardware and shit like that. Really.
Sales were down 40%.
Yeah, from a hardware standpoint.
Hardware,
yeah.
Wow.
And their revenue is down by 10% too. On top of that. No, that's all I've been seeing all fucking day yesterday and all day today on Twitter. Trust.
These ponies
I'm
don't.
well aware of that shit.
These ponies can't let shit go.
Oh my god, I did not know that. Wow.
Well, I thought for sure that you would have been fucking one of the first people to mention that shit on Twitter there, dude.
No, I didn't know. Like I said, my Twitter, all right, my desktop that I'm sitting in front of right now, my Twitter feed looks like the mobile app is on my computer. But my
the Twitter
tablet,
thing hasn't changed over for me yet. So I'm
my tablet has the old stuff on it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Fair point. So I'm not a fan of that new theme.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. It just happened. It was fine, and then poof, it was like Thanos snapped his fingers. So yeah, but I love it.
How can they make money when everyone is hustling Game Pass? Not everybody is, but I get what you're saying though, Jay Barry. A lot of people are doing that whole entire Game Pass Ultimate exploit, which apparently now Microsoft embraced, by the way.
What's that?
For the record? No, they're like it's like a fucking thing that people were doing with the whole entire like you can get like Ultimate for like 3 years or some shit.
Yeah.
Or something like that, and it was like it wasn't a glitch or something like that, but it was just something that people like found a loophole with. And Microsoft just like, all right, whatever, fuck it, we'll just let it go.
That's smart though. I would love as a company to tie in revenue for the next 3 years.
Right.
Well, yeah, that's what they're doing. They're trying to just tie in the revenue. But gee whiz, Netflix reported a massive loss, but they don't care. I see that right now. My Netflix stock just took an L. Because they reported a massive loss. So
I don't put too much equity in stocks because it only affects people with stocks. You know what I mean? So like
it does, yeah.
Like the prices are made up anyways and inflated, and they go up and down every day based on a whim. So who knows?
Well, that's true.
It's not like it's hard money. Like what did they have in their bank account? What did they have on in their books? That's what I want to know.
That is true too. I do have stocks though, so it didn't affect me. I'm mad.
See, where's man? We'll throw us all into that stock party shit.
I wouldn't get stuck in Netflix though. That's too volatile.
Really?
But they already did though. Impatient. What the fuck do you think PS Now is? They got a download section on there. They just don't release games day and date, but that's not from Sony's perspective. But still, it's the exact same shit.
Yeah, and I looked at PS Now yesterday, and there was maybe 4 games on there I wouldn't mind playing.
For download wise?
Well, no, PS Now. I just looked at it to stream.
No, I'm only looking at it from a download section because I don't look at the streaming thing per se, just because it's not really a fair comparison. It's like streaming is a different service compared to like a download service. But I mean, I guess in a way it kind of is. But like PS Now's download section, dude, is fucking garbage. Like outside from the Sony games that are on there, it's got very little to offer, man. It's got very little to fucking offer, dude. And I'm not just saying that because I advocate for fucking Game Pass. I wanted to fucking be like, yo, finally, I can invest in this service now for, you know what I mean? Because fuck streaming, dude. But no, I went through and I looked at every fucking download title that's on fucking PS Now, dude, man. I'm just like, this is a fucking joke.
Oh, it's like literally,
this is a fucking joke.
It's like a retro thing. I mean, you Xbox dudes like to brag about backwards compat, so you should be happy you can play old ass games.
I don't give a fuck about backwards compat.
Well, that's what PS Now is. It's an alternative to backwards compatibility. Like we know this.
Yeah. No, I've never understood. I didn't like PS Now when I tried it in 2015. I kept on getting a circle. It just come up on the screen.
Get used to it because now they're gonna put a big ass push on PS Now. So get used to that.
Oh yeah, I knew. Yeah, they're gonna spend more money on it definitely because they can scale it now. So it may be better once they can scale it.
And trust me, you're gonna see some shit that Sony's gonna do next gen that you guys are not gonna see coming, and fucking you guys are gonna be pissed about it. But for whatever reason, Sony fans are gonna find some way to say, "Oh, this sounds good for Sony."
Oh no, I mean I'm not gonna look as long as they keep delivering games. I mean they need to be ready in case there's a boom into the streaming, which they're getting themselves ready. But don't put that in front of your hardware. And basically, from what they said about the hardware, the two things I was looking for was the 8K support and Blu-ray support, because that means that they're physical. They're going to be more doing physical than anything. So, and
trust me when I tell you this, Impatient Fire. Trust me, you'll see what I mean when next generation starts. Trust me, they're not going to go to that level to what Microsoft is doing, but they're going to do some shit that you guys are not going to fucking like. Trust me.
I mean, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, all companies do that, though. So,
trust me, I know Sony is like this fucking god tier company to a lot of people, man, but they're also a business too as well.
Oh, yeah,
just because a couple of their games have already sold 10 million, not all of their fucking first party games sold over that close to that much.
Most of them
Let's not kid ourselves.
Yes, they have. Like Uncharted over 10 million.
Uncharted, that's over 10 million. Spiderman over 10 million. God of War over 10 million. What, fucking 4 titles? 4 games.
Horizon Zero Dawn. Most of their first party IP has done well.
4 games. Well, that's cracked over 10 million. Wow, that's a major fucking accomplishment. Better than Microsoft, though.
Can you count now? Like I'm just saying. I know off the top of my head. I don't know every single. I'm not a pony, so I don't know every single number for every.
I'm not a pony.
And Sony game that came out.
Well, we do know that Horizon Zero Dawn is one. Fucking God of War is another one. Fucking Uncharted 4 is another one. Yeah. Fucking Spider-Man is definitely another one. So that's 4 right there. People say Last of Us, but that's a cross-gen game, so I don't count that one.
Why?
It's cross-gen.
It was on PS3, is what you're saying.
It was on PS3 and this generation. It didn't sell fucking 10 million, did it? No. I mean, grand total wise, yeah, but not on just one platform. It didn't.
So you tell me they said they're over 17 million sold, right?
Yeah. The last did it make 17 million this gen?
Gran Turismo, the GT Sport
made about fucking. I think last gen it made like what? Fucking 4.
Look it up right now,
4.5.
Let me look at VG charts right now.
There's some shit like that.
What did GT Sport do? So I don't know. No idea. Yeah, I have no idea. It don't really matter. It's successful.
It does matter because Plato's a hater. Like,
hey, I'm not hating. I'm just, dude. The numbers are there.
The Last of Us 3 sold 6.27 million on PS3.
How much?
6.27 million according to VG charts.
Okay, so what about the PS4 version then?
Obviously, it had to be like 11 million. Let me see.
On the PS4 by itself?
Well, if it's 17 million total.
Well, right? GT Sports
the number should be there.
Over 8 million.
I'm looking right now, Bob.
Go look, motherfucker! Goddamn. Well, you might be right. I don't know. I don't look at numbers, man. I'm going based on what everybody keeps praising fucking shit on Twitter all about, man. It's like, look, okay, I get it. Horizon, decent game, not bad. Definitely needs a lot of fucking polish and a lot more work in order to be a better game, but it's still pretty good for what it is.
Well, I have it here. All right, Uncharted 4. So, and the estimate is 15 million.
Is that shipped or sold?
God of War is 12 million. Horizon Zero Dawn a little over 10 million. So, and GT Sports at 8 million.
The Last of Us says that it's 11.7 shipped, but 6.77 million sold on PS4. But the numbers don't add up. If Naughty Dog themselves said it was 17 million, so there must be digital sales in there.
Oh, well, then we'll add that one to the list. So that's 5.
Not being accounted for.
There's 5.
How much did what is a big Sony game?
I didn't say fucking. I'm talking about it in the sense of Horizon, dude. Like characters that actually you give a shit about.
Yeah, GT Sport is so over 8 million, which is good. I mean, consider this is a niche driving game. It was sold pretty much for FIA. I'm looking way forward more to GT7 than I am GT Sport. So GT7, they say it's going to be the biggest GT of all time. So it's going to be a combination of A-Spec or A-Spec, whatever it was called, and GT and Gran Turismo 3, which is all the tracks. I'm sorry, this new Gran Turismo that just came out, Sport. So all those tracks, all those cars, give that. That's good.
VG Charts doesn't even put numbers updated anymore on their fucking website.
Yeah, VG Charts are all screwed up.
A couple, about a year now, I think, or some shit.
Yeah, they're all messed up with their shit.
Yeah. What's an estimate? People use it as an exact thing.
I was just saying, like, I'm not saying that it's a gauge though. We can gauge it, like, but that's why I only said the
gives you an idea. Gives you an
because
idea.
Sony came out and said that with their own mouths. That's why I only.
No, I know they have. I'm still waiting to see what the actual sale numbers for fucking Days Gone is, man.
I think Days Gone is
it is sold very well. Apparently,
I don't think it's sold that well because
Well, they said it's a number.
They would have came out and said the numbers by now. They would have said.
Well, then again, I think Sony's waiting for some bullshit because they love to wait until Microsoft does anything to announce something good for themselves. Like, so
that's true.
Next time Xbox has something, they gotta be like, Days Gone, 5 million. Like what? Ghost of Tsushima coming out in August. Like they're gonna drop some shit soon. As soon as Xbox does anything positive. So.
Yeah.
I just saw something about Days Gone. It was the #1 top selling, like whatever. There's a Mario game that came out. Let's see. It was something weird.
But fucking Nintendo's IP sell like hotcakes though.
Yeah, it's behind the Nintendo IP, but
freaking weirdos.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the two I'm looking for.
Weirdos.
I'm looking for that. I'm on that Death Stranding. That chick that got her face lit, she's hot. I mean,
Jesus Christ, Craig.
I mean, she is. So, you know, I don't know who that girl was, but I take her out for beer and wings. You know?
Beer and wings.
Traditional
fucking ongoing meal for Craig.
I don't think
there's
beer and wings in that universe.
I won't argue that.
Well, maybe, but yeah.
Beers and wings are the shit, bro.
Yeah. Let me
see
if
that world. You're about to get some freaking Fallout.
Ew.
Oh. Not like
Which one?
Fallout. So, yeah.
No, not actual Fallout.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I was
Fallout
not.
3?
Somebody sent me a thing. No, I was not able to get my RGB keyboard because it was $50. I told them to go Kit Rock, so I'm not gonna buy it at $50.
I like my keyboard.
So I want one that glows, but I don't want it $50 back.
I was just thinking about buying a new keyboard.
So I am too. I want one. It's definitely something I want. So,
I don't want one. I just since you said you wanted one, I was like, that's a good idea.
Well, again, there's one for $44. I would have bought that, but it's only for it says available for pickup today.
I was like wasting money, I guess.
Well, you have a PC rig, so you make sense on that one.
What happens? You don't have any kids. You have extra income.
That's true.
Hey, maybe I should do that because I'll be able to take advantage of that. Fucking Canada, man, they get benefits for kids over here.
Yeah.
Start fucking random women. Get them pregnant. Fuck it.
No, I don't do that.
No, I don't ever do that. Please don't. Don't ever do that.
Oh, I found a new chair for $80. I'm just looking at this stuff for my Black Friday.
You need a new chair now, Craig? What happened to your
Yeah.
I can get this joint tomorrow, Craig. The Corsair K68 RGB mechanical keyboard.
Really?
Let me see. Let me put this in the chat.
K68. Oh, I see it. Yeah, I'm looking at it on Amazon.
It's
$80.
Yeah. So what?
Damn. Well, go ahead and get it then. I'm looking at this one here. It's $44. It's supposed to be in stock at Best Buy, but I didn't see it yesterday.
Let me put it in my cart.
Yeah. Well, somebody had taken it out like they did with me. They stole from me. So.
Also, I got the Corsair M65 Pro, I think, RPG gaming mouse. It comes with like weights in it and shit. That's just pretty badass. I
got the Glaive. I love this thing. I got it for.
That's a good point, Darren. Patient. That's actually a good point.
So, but yeah, it says here. It says ready, available for pickup, available at Lexington. It says they have it in stock, and I went in there yesterday. They ain't got this damn thing in stock. I'm mad as hell.
And patient fire. We're just saying that it's a rough estimate. Like you can kind of gauge things on. Like you can only go off the numbers that the companies give you.
Yeah.
Since Xbox doesn't really give you any numbers, and Sony only gives you numbers when they're amazing.
Oh no, Xbox gives you numbers, just not sales.
Oh yeah,
engagement numbers, bro.
I don't want to know
how exhilarating is that.
Somebody adding fucking State of Decay. You know what I mean?
Do we really? Yeah, exactly. Like, do we really need to fucking know how many snacks somebody eats? Like, no, Microsoft, what the fuck are you doing, man?
It's a lot of snacks now.
Excuse my language, by the way, Greg.
Well, that's okay. I'm gonna have to demonetize this video.
Oh, you should have told me something before.
But it's okay. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I got a little bit of
money. No, because I'm trying to respect your channel.
Oh well, no, I got a little super chat money. I have no idea.
You can't curse on the videos.
Well, not instead.
No, you can.
If it's monetized, they'll demonetize you for that video.
That's how dumb YouTube is, man.
I'll just put it up there. If they do it, they do it. But I wouldn't do it myself.
Oh no, I mean that's exactly what. Yeah, I'll get a thing on my playlist. It'll be in yellow. This is not something for advertising. Suitable. This is not suitable for advertising.
I think is a good number.
Microsoft made Mixer more like YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 10 million Twinkies 8. Yo, that'll definitely be something that I would achieve.
I haven't had a Twinkie in years.
Yo, you and me both, bro.
I've not had a Twinkie in years, but yeah. But
Deep
oh
fried
man,
Twinkies.
yeah. I need to get on up out of here because I need to run up to Best Buy and see if I can get this keyboard. Plus, I have to go to the grocery store and get that ready because I'm working this weekend, so I got to go get my food. And I can just come home, eat, and go to bed.
All right, well, thanks for having me on there, Craig. I appreciate it. And sorry for messing up your podcast. With
Oh, you didn't mess it up. You agreed.
Fair point.
But like I said, the Hangouts thing is slowing down. I still have no idea how to do that quick live thing because it asked me for something called a URL, and it was like it's invalid or something like that. So I need to figure that out. But yeah, so I will be recording some gameplay today, and then I'll do an OBS stream tonight to get everybody caught up on the Marvel Phase 4 because that's going to be huge.
Shit today.
So that's my news today, and that is available for streaming. So I need to see if I'm able to stream that thing. I don't know if I'll be able to or not. We'll have to look. All right, then. All right. Well, everybody, shout yourselves out. Jemiah, go ahead.
You know who it is.
Okay.
The PC snob of the gaming community, bro. I'm just messing with you there, Jemiah, man.
All right, go ahead. Shut yourself out there, Fatal.
Yo, Fatal here, man. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me on your show there, Craig. I really appreciate it, bro. Thank you for helping me kill some time. So.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I need to do the same thing. And yeah, I'm going to get on off here, guys. I'm going to go to the grocery store and go to Best Buy.
Peace out, guys.
And so peace on out, guys. Thanks for coming. Thanks to everybody that was in the chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. You still never answer why it's you called us Sweden the SJW Eden. That's hilarious, though. But shout out to you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thanks, everybody, for coming by. Peace.